Yoga for healing. Great day. Today, next few days, I would say even for the rest this week. Forgiveness is big. Don't allow anyone to distract or piss you off the next few days. We're going through DNA recoding. The magnetic frequency is high, so stay in harmony, stay in the light. We will be experiencing sleep disruptions, maybe feeling even more sleepy, needing more rest. Take time to rest and slow down. For example, the country pace, as an example of what I'm speaking about as far as slowing down. Those Sunday drivers type energy. Because there's a lot of pressure atmospherically, psychologically, and physiologically. Our nervous system is being affected by these solar flares and rays. And this is not just in one particular area somewhere. This is like a mass thing that is occurring globally. We are seeing the shifts. We are seeing these karmic energies, these wannabe handlers, those that thought that they could fake it and make it, that are finding out that nope, can't be. So, we're going to tap back in and see what's going on behind the scenes. What is it that we need to know? Holy Spirit, divine, ancestors, spirit guides. What is it that we need to know? Let me see if I can light this. Ooh, what we already know. Starting off the bat, we are aware that this is a time. Judication. The weighing of the heart, the frequency that we're in, the ancestors, spirit guides, the universe, the air. Imagine it has like little fingers all over it in the air, detecting everyone's frequency, everyone's vibration. Everyone is under judgment for what they have planted into the ground. Now it's time to be revealed what they were sowing, because we didn't know all those seeds, what they were, that they were planting. Now it's that season. Spring. Things are blooming. Things are changing. Holy Spirit divine. The energy's feeling fine. But there's something important about someone that is not an official person that is facing changes. Bust a move. Then I hear, if you want it, I've got it. If you want it. I can't remember the words, but I'm hearing that. Bust a move. Because somebody's in concern. They busting a move because maybe they're seen and the message of concern is out. Hit that thumbs up button. Messages of concern, possibly of a female that claimed to be privileged, but is not. Is this the same couple or is this just one person? But I believe it is two. A man that's a father figure that is not official. Someone that was of authority, at least looked upon as someone as authoritative figure. And this female that is not privileged in a community, a private type community. They had a fence up, so you had to be let in this community. What else is it that we need to know? Court, judgment, documents, letters, in the distant horizons. Something that's anchored in, or something that is weighing their forward movement down. What else is it that we need to know about this unofficial man and this unprivileged lady? Messages. Or maybe they're not getting the messages. Something dealing with messages of these false people. What is it about these messages? These lovers and money. This should be in the upright. It's something that they don't want out. Something about this journey that they've taken, that they've been on for a while. They've made moves on this journey. This couple that worked together that is now under adjudication, dealing with the court. Concerning some documents. Yeah, work that they did together. They both had hands in this. Number 7. What do we need to know about this unofficial person? He wanted high honor. He may have been seen by some, as I said, as one of high honor, but he is not. Huge changes, double time are coming in. What are these changes? What are the changes that we may know about, allowed to know of? Where's the card? It doesn't help because I don't have the light on up here. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, they really do not want this known or seen or accepted. These changes are of sad news. Unexpected money. This female may have gotten some sad news about this unexpected money, and now she's in concern. What's the concern? What's the sad news? Oh, about a gift, a present, something passed down, something inherited, something that would grow, that's been brought to an end. Change, transformation. What about this privileged lady that's concerned about a gift and this sad news? They weren't able to steal. Wow. So this not so privileged lady and this man of not so high honor, not official, not of authority of anything, is receiving sad news of a lot of changes that are occurring because they can't steal. And they've been on this path for a while. That's now landed them in a courthouse. What do we need to know about this courthouse? It's bringing endings, or it's about a death. The ending of a main female? Wow, this is about the destiny swap, because with this I always pick up spiritual gifts, not materialistic gifts. Because this flower represents something natural, organic, something that grows from this earth, a part of nature. A gift, something that is in the DNA. And they're receiving bad news because there's no ending coming to this main female. So they're not able to steal and gain unexpected income. Because there's news out about this journey that they have taken. What do we need to know about this couple and this unexpected income they were expecting? Murky thoughts, and they're trapped in their mind there. This about this rich girl, or this wannabe rich girl, is stuck in her mind, stuck in a fallen, sunken place because of this ending, this transformation, these things being revealed in these documents about a house. The officials are aware of this journey that they have taken. They've watched and observed them. They saw how deep they would go. They're discovering secrets that they had buried deep, so they thought. But the light is shedding on them. The light is shining on them. All of their secrets are being highlighted. This unofficial person is not gaining high honor. This ending that they're trying to prevent, this ending that they wanted to cause, they weren't able to kill another. This is about north and south nodes, the energies, the tares and the wheat. It's time for the harvest. They could not cut you down. They could not destroy you. They were not moving properly. You guys are going in different directions and still are. These changes, because you're going in different directions, you're navigating different, going the opposite direction of this energy. And this has brought sad news of endings, gossip, turmoil that they are wrapped in. And this female is concerned about the gifts, the destiny swap. What do we need to know about this gift? What do we need to know about this gift? Defeated. Because that mountain they could not climb, where they thought they were going to post their flag, looked like Jack and Jill fell down the hill. And they were not able to steal. These two low-life, yellow-belly, zap-sucking fools. Snakes. They wanted to bite you with the venom. They wanted to suck you dry. They were prepared. They had their eyes set upon that juicy forbidden apple, or pomegranate, or banana, or whatever. They wanted it. They couldn't cause an ending. They couldn't steal. And they've ran out of time. They didn't have the knowledge. They thought they had all the information to bring this to a completion. Number 10. 26, that's an 8. But all they were doing was going in a vicious cycle. On a hamster's wheel. Thought they were making some forward movement, but they were going in a circle. You big dummy. Now you're in court facing endings. Because you are not an official divine feminine, bitch. You ain't nothing but a hoe. A loser one to boot. You come across something bigger than you could chew. You wanted to take something pure. But you could not defeat it. They were doing this for a home, a vessel, stability, a foundation with this man that was their lover, and they were doing it for unexpected money, and now she's caught, stuck in the environment, I guess, that she created in her mind, in her own vessel, in her own foundation. What do we need to know about this couple? It was all for money. They thought they were going to be gaining abundance in this commitment with each other, but they only got themselves bound to one another. They can't break that. They are stuck. They were in it, thoroughly invested, repeated the cycles over and over. And now the time is up for them. And it really is. These sneaky snakes think that they're going to run off and disappear like nothing ever happened. Nobody's making a big old ruckus. There's no sirens. It hasn't been in years. So of course they thought they would get away with it. Because they only believe in what they can see and what they friends tell. Or maybe the TV, the television. They be tuned in for that. Now, the female rappers are making it a thing to make their albums and concert all about their 3D, third-party concubine succubus energy. I don't want a man wearing knickerbockers and carrying a purse. That don't even understand the rules of poly. And they were celebrating. They thought they had a tight bond because they socialized, drank wine together. This ending, who is this man that's not official at all? Someone that's staring at a harvest that's being cut down. This man wanted results, but he met a death. That is what he harvested. Endings, changes, losses. I'm getting the vibe of a Grim Reaper. Strong vibe of Grim Reaper. And time up. And it's something that they harvested. Something that they created. They wanted their rewards. Now they get to see what sprouted out of the ground for them. What do we need to know else about this man? Someone that had to walk away. This King of Cups. Or someone that had to walk away from a King of Cups. This may be someone that even was trying to portray to be in the King of Cups energy. Pretended that they were putting in work, but they have nothing. They have harvested nothing but no honor and endings. All because they wanted to fake the funk. And now they have to walk away. Courage, strength, inner strength, confidence and compassion and inner power should be at a very high level at this moment. During this week, as I already said, it's not just me talking, I'm just sharing. The universe is also speaking. Is it this Queen or King of Cups that has to walk away? What is this? Yeah. This lover. Oh. That's ended. Their 10 of Cups is done. That happy domestic life that they were pretending is no more. Give me one more card on this couple. 9 of Cups. Side note, this is a future, I won't even get into that, but that's a future other thing. You're manifesting a union. You're in a Nine of Cups. You're manifesting a union. Yep, celebration. They see this. Give me one more on this union and this Nine of Cups. Because you blocked the fishy offers. You knew this person is not official. Not of high honor. They wanted to end you for your harvest, but you walked away. And because you walked away, you get a union and a Nine of Cups because you turned down a fishy offer. This also may have been someone pretending to be an emperor. Yeah. He came in like he was an official person, but he's not. You recognize this person was not of high honor. You recognize that. You knew what they were about coming in, and you kept it moving. These changes bring sad news and many endings. There's a lot of gossip. How they're in a Five of Pentacles, or how they're trying to stop themselves from being in a Five of Pentacles for the work that they've been putting in. They have nothing to show for it. What is it that we need to know about this Five of Pentacles sideways? Hierophant in reverse. Someone you blocked from the past. Someone that does not want to be seen as out in the cold, does not want to be left out in the cold. Someone that is a Hierophant in the reverse. Filled with ignorance. That's stuck in the past, whose offer you turned down. Tower. Out of time. Dealing with a female that is not official, that could not defeat her, because they could not be her. There's concern about the gifts that they could not duplicate, could not cross. That was a mountain they could not get over. And now they're in need. They needed more energy from you. You kept your boundaries up, and so they could not get through. They were at a crossroads. Now they're stuck. Because they need your energy. And give me a card on this Six of Pentacles, please. What is Six of Pentacles? Blocked. Blocked. From the Ace of Pentacles. Because they couldn't get your energy. They couldn't duplicate you. Now they're arguing. They're not getting along. They couldn't steal, and they're out of time. And what's going to happen with this little Miss Thingy here? This fool that took a leap spontaneously. Give me a card on this fool that would not put in any work. Wanna be you, but lazy. Want a good reputation, but has a bad one. Wanted to flip and flop the energy and could not. Because that's just a simple fool to come charging in, unaware of where they were charging into. Being a free-spirited, hot-tempered, lazy bitch. They didn't understand that it took work, and that brought an end to them, and they've been in judicial court, spiritual court. Spiritual court, they've been trapped, facing endings, trying to stop the inevitable, resisting the change, bringing a complete ending to her. I repeat, a complete transformation for trying to block the inevitable and to try to swap energies with her stinky coochie smell. How could you ever think that alone, girlfriend? That alone. And if you are a masculine, masquerading as a feminine, wearing a bonnet, yeah, we smell that bushy too. This thing. Just to let you know, that magic that you were using for your wish fulfillment, thinking that you were a magician, thinking that you were going to fool somebody and move into their vessel. Oh, that magic's coming back around. Give me a card on this magic. Yeah, they're trapped in it. And it's coming right back with a vengeance. They're bound. And they have lack of cohesion. Lack of teamwork. Lack of intuition. Lack of confidence, but all about poor manipulation, poor competition. Because how you competing where you don't compare? How are you competing and you didn't go up to the person and say, hey, look, I got an issue with you, and I'm just going to give you a heads up, face to face, woman to woman, man to man, however it is. But they couldn't do that. Instead, they wished to go scurry around like the rats and the snakes that they are, with the lies. They were in for the long haul, a slow, steady burn for the kill. These lovers that were doing it for the money, that are now trapped somewhere on a plane in another realm, caught between the here and now and later, trapped themselves for abundance, bound themselves on this long journey, and they're being seen. What do we need to know about this abundance? Abundance of murky thoughts is what I just heard. Because they have to give up. They have to admit defeat And they have to put all this to rest, or they're being put to rest, because they have to pay up for that binding work they did with the devil. Peace.